Hello, everyone. Welcome to our second annual team meeting. I'm so excited you guys could be here. My name is Natalie. I'm your Diamond Leader, and I have my co-host, Tina, also on. And we're going to just go over some social media tips. We feel like that would be the most beneficial way to, utilize this weekly half hour. I wrote down a couple things that kind of have been popping in my head, throughout the week. And then we'll answer any questions you guys have, and also feel free to write anything down in the chat that you have on your mind. So I kind of wanted to talk about the do's and don'ts of social media, because I feel like we see it all the time, but we might not realize exactly what that means. One of the biggest things I feel like is we have to constantly remind ourselves that we are paid to post and paid to take pictures, essentially, because when people see us posting pictures of us using the products or our results, then that's what's really going to catch a potential's eyes. Anyone can take something off of Google and post it on their Facebook and try and sell it, but people want to see you. They want to see your nails holding it or your results. So I just want you guys to keep in mind that the quality of what you're posting and the quality of the pictures is key, because when you make stuff bright and crisp, doesn't it grab your eyes more so than, something that's dulled and it's been filtered over and, so forth like that. So PicTapGo is a really cool app that's cheap and you can use it forever, essentially. You basically want to do what the ambassadors do. I mean, a lot of them talk about it, and as soon as I heard Alyssa Bilu say that she uses it, I downloaded it. You want to, success leaves clues. So if you hear that an ambassador is using something or, it's helped her business, then why not utilize it? It'll probably help your business too. So I use that app for basically everything. I make my pictures more crispy. I make the contrast better, and it looks more eye appealing. So that's something that I definitely recommend as a do. Same thing with the posts. I do recommend you guys use your feelings. Talk about, how does the product make you feel? Feelings and stories sell. If you, say that the greens made you feel so much energized this morning that you didn't even need coffee, people are going to be like, well, I'm trying to cut out coffee and I want to feel healthy too, so then I'm going to try it, So you want to use your feelings, which is sometimes hard to talk about, especially if it's something that you don't want to be open to it. But now you also got to look at social media differently. It's your platform, it's your storefront. So you do have to be more open. You do have to post about your life. And, it takes some adjusting to, but eventually once you start doing it, you'd be like, you'll think it's fun, because people are like, oh, that's cool. Like, people get so interested in your life. They want to see your life. And that's why Snapchat has also become so big nowadays, because it's like the behind the scenes of social media. So people like to see your life, essentially, and that's why they do come out with all these stories and things like that. So don't be scared about, posting your life. Okay, so Tina, I'm going to bring it over to you. What are some don'ts for social media?
Hi guys. Okay, so a couple of don'ts for social media, and I always say that this is like the newbie error. We've all been there, we've all done it. Okay, people are drawn to pictures, right? Because when you think of Facebook, you think of Instagram. It's like a highlight reel. Okay, they're scrolling. What you post and the quality of your post is what's going to be a deciding factor of whether they stop and actually care about what you wrote. Or essentially for us, what you're selling or not, okay? Huge don't, okay? So again, people are drawn to photos. And I know me personally, and I'm sure you guys can relate if you think about it, okay? If you're scrolling and you see ad, like I'm unfollowing, okay? Because I don't want to see ads. I don't want to be sold to. No one wants to be sold to, okay? So when you post, let's say if you're posting about the wraps, or if you're posting about essential oils, okay? Don't go on Google. I say it all the time. Don't go on Google and find that picture that just looks like an ad. It's got words all over it, buy my oils, or, have headaches, try oils. Like, that's adsy again, okay? You don't want to be sold to. So it's as simple as taking the product, or, I have my diffuser on my desk here. Take a picture of the diffuser Take a picture of your oils. Take a picture of the product. Sometimes I'll have Jaden hold the products and I'll just take a picture and I'll post something, funny with it. So you want to keep that in mind, okay? Never, ever, ever post something that's adsy. And what I always do before I actually hit that post button, whether it be on Facebook, Instagram, anything, is I look at my picture, I look at what I've written, and I say, number one, does it sound like me? Number two, does this look like an ad, or does it look like somebody who's actually sharing a product that they love? Because again, you guys hear it all the time, we are not salespeople. Anybody a salesperson here? I'm not a salesperson, okay? We are simply people that are using products that we're passionate about and that we love, right? So how we share that is gonna come across in our posts. If you're posting ads, you're a salesperson. Everybody's gonna unfollow you. They're not gonna care what you're selling. They're not gonna care what you think about it or how great a product is. But if they see you using it and showing results and showing you genuinely like having the product, that's gonna make your post pop. That's gonna make your post stand out. They're going to be like, oh, what is Tina using? Oh, what is Scott using? Sarah, you know what I mean? You want to make sure that you're actually looking at what your content is before you post it. Another thing, your wording, okay, that ties into it. Your wording is very, very important. You never want to sound, again, salesy. So when you're posting, you want to talk about, if it's a product post, for instance, let's just take essential oils because it's right in front of me. Sorry, guys. So let's take essential oils, right? I will post, I'll take a picture of my essential oils and I'll say, man, I used to, just be so scatterbrained. I could never get work done. I would sit in front of the computer and I would be listening to music and be so distracted. But my essential oils have really, helped me to focus in, because if you look at our kit, guys, this is an amazing little set for you guys that don't know. It's got some amazing blends in here. Okay, let's take Chill, for instance. Okay, Chill is awesome. This calms me down. Okay, I pop a couple of drops of this in my diffuser and helps to calm me down. So when I go post about my oils, I'm gonna say something like that, like, man, traffic this morning was driving me nuts, like getting Jaden to school. I came home, I popped some Chill in my diffuser and I'm relaxed. Like, people relate to that, So again, when you're posting about products, make it relatable. Make sure it doesn't sound like a sales pitch or an ad. And because what do we always say? People don't buy the products because of, because we're selling them, or just because of the products. They buy because of you. And that all ties into your social media and everything, which we spoke about last week. For those of you guys that missed it, talking about being relatable and understanding the fact that people won't care what you have unless they trust you, okay? So if you're posting adsy stuff, forget it. They don't want it. Okay. You have to be yourself. So Nikki, Jen, Tori, Capri, you're all people, right? So the people that are following you or friends with you on Facebook, they're following you and they're friends with you for a reason. So when they trust you, they're going to listen to what you have to say. Oh, Scott says those essential oils are great. They've helped him, calm down, whatever. I'm going to get them. Same thing for anybody on here. So you have to keep that in mind. No salesy posts. Make sure that you're wording things and you're sounding like you, and that you're actually relating why these products are so great to you personally, okay? We love these products, am I right? Like, I could sit here and go on and on and on about every single product that we have, why I love them, because you use them personally, okay? And when you talk about a product so passionately, that comes through in your posting, okay? So we're going to talk about that too, because it's a big thing, like I said, with wording. When you're posting adsy stuff, it's not doing anything. You're wasting your time. So we want to make your time, you want to use your time efficiently and effectively. So with posting, your wording is going to speak to the people, okay? So again, like I just said, you have to be relatable, talk about the products, that kind of thing. And it's okay to look at your post before you post it. We want you to do that. I do it. I know Natalie does it. You have to look at it from their perspective of, okay, if I was them and I saw this, am I actually, number one, going to pay attention to it? Two, believe what's being written about the product, and am I going to be interested? Okay. What else? Do you have anything to add as far as posting, Natalie? Because I have like a bunch of stuff written here about yeah, of course, utilization of Facebook and all that. But go ahead.
Okay, so back to posting. One of the main reasons why you don't just want to copy and paste someone else's post is because Facebook's going to block it. They don't like that. They want you to be your own unique person. They don't want you to copy and paste the story, the post. With the new Facebook algorithms, they're actually going to block it. So if you're wondering why no one's liking your stuff, it's because no one's seeing it. Same thing goes with pictures. If you get a Google image of an It Works before and after picture, it's already been marked as spam. It's not going to be seen. That's why you'll see me, Tina, Johnny, we get creative and we say, oh my God, check out these results. And then we put it in the comments. So that way people see it. It's also interesting. It's outside the box. Do you see other companies posting like that? No. So people are going to be like, oh, what's that? I'm going to go look. Go on my wall, go on Tina's wall, go on Myra's wall. We've all done it in recent, so you can see what we're talking about. But it's actually kind of fun. It's pretty cool because you just have to think of something small. And when you see stuff that's big on Facebook, that means it's favored and it's being seen. So that's why you'll see we'll post like who wants to make an extra income, and it's all big. That means it's more visible because of the algorithms, and that's just Facebook's new rules. We have to adapt and overcome. Back in the day, I forget who I was telling this. Oh, one of the other news distributors. I was telling her, back in the day, you could just post stuff and everyone's seen it. And it was all, you can post however many times you want, whatever you want. And now everything's different. They have all these rules, laws, like it's crazy. But once you figure it out, then you'll be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So, the frequency of posting, if you post something and then you delete it and then you post again, no one's going to see it. Once you post, that's it. So edit that post because you're going to keep messing with that algorithm. It's so crazy. So like what I'll do is I'll try and post every, 2-3 hours, space it out, sometimes every hour. It just depends. But if you post back to back to back, no one's going to see it. That's why no one likes it. So don't get discouraged that no one wants the product. No, it's because no one's seeing it. So pay attention to when you're posting and how often, and also what you're posting. And again, Johnny just mentioned this before we got on, quality over quantity. Sometimes I'll post 2-3 times a day, but they're really good posts, and then they get a lot of interaction. So, you can still get away with just posting a couple of times a day. Just make it really good. Another thing is don't share from Instagram to Facebook. There's been a lot of back and forth about that, if that cuts the viewing or not. I think it does. Yes, Instagram owns Facebook now, but you want to just genuinely post it on Facebook because then you can also add emotions to it. Add the feeling. Are you excited? Are you happy? Are you feeling good? Like whatever. Facebook wants you to use their features. I think that's what Myra just said. Yes. So using their features, they want to add the live, boost your interaction. Commenting on other people's stuff, boost your interaction. All these little things will get your stuff seen more. It's a lot of like back office type of work, but it's worth it. Funny story. Okay, so I'll tell you my experience. So I use Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat for business, and I noticed recently my Instagram hasn't really been getting like comments or like a reaction. Like I'd get like 16 likes on a picture or something, and normally it's way more. So I was like, what is going on? And I realized it's because I wasn't interacting. I wasn't commenting back. I wasn't commenting on new people's stuff. So last night something just hit me. I was talking to someone about it, and I started commenting back to people that commented on my stuff. And today I got like 3 or 4 leads on my post. So it's because I started interacting and people started seeing it again. Versus, before people just weren't seeing my stuff. So it's crazy, but it definitely is, it works. So let's see, what else do I have here? Also share stories of other people. I actually started experimenting with that. Back in the day, I never used to do it, maybe once in a while, but now I've been posting other ambassadors, leaders. You can even post people on our team, their stories. I sometimes inbox people and I'm like, hey, do you have your story you could send me? And then those, ambassadors or whoever usually has it typed up, saved in their notes. That's another thing I want to talk about, Notepad. But then I'll just post their story with a picture. I'll find like a really nice picture of them, something that's appealing, something that I would post, and then I would post their story with it. We also have before and after group where there's some stories posted, but those have kind of been already like, replayed. I've seen it, on several people's walls. So if you click with someone, if you like someone and you like their story, ask them for it. Be like, hey, do you mind if I post your story? Just don't put their last name and don't tag them in it because you don't want your leads to go to them. But sharing the business and what it's done for other people, basically kind of how One Team Missions are, they talk about their stories. That is what sells people. When Tina tells you that she quit her job after 4 months with the business, what did you think? Wow, that's incredible, right? You picture yourself also quitting your job after 4 months. So stories sell. I've heard, I think, I don't know, like 3 different motivational speakers talk about that too. So definitely incorporate more stories. I like to do story time Saturday just because it's kind of like a thing, just like Rap Wednesday. Is anyone rapping right now? Who's rapping tonight? I'm rapping after this. Results. Get your own results, guys. Definitely people want to see it. Nice. Let me see. Oh, okay. Notepad. Make your notepad and your phone become your best friend. This is like my go-to for everything. When I'm in conversation with someone, when I'm thinking of my post, when I'm typing out my post, when I'm trying to figure out, my day, I'll schedule out my posts in my notepad. I'll just say, I want to make a lifestyle post. I want to post about the cleanse. I want to post an attention grabber interaction post. I'll actually write that out in my notepad, and that will keep me on track for the next day. Because this job is like crazy. You got so much stuff going on, left and right. People are messaging you, commenting, you got this going on, this tag, whatever. It kind of helps keep me on track. Also, you can edit posts in your notepad. So that way, let's say you find someone's post, or you find one in the templates page, let's say, and you really like it. Copy it into your notepad, and then you can edit it, change some things around. That way it won't get flagged as a copy and paste on Facebook, and people will see it. Plus, you wanna be creative. You wanna be your own editor. That way it sounds like it's coming from you, because someone might post with a lot of, pictures, someone might not. So you wanna make it seem like it's, you. You can always edit any template. If I post something, put it in your notepad if you really like it, and then edit it, make it sound like you. Because it's just templates, So what else? I think that's it with social media. Tina, did you have anything to add to that? You're muted.
Yeah, I know. I was like, let me unmute myself before I start talking. Just a couple of things to touch on that Natalie already mentioned. So as far as social media as a whole, you guys know we said this last week, but we have a lot more people on tonight. So I just want to reiterate, social media, okay? We do social media marketing, you guys. There are so many tools out there, and you are really cutting your business short if you're not utilizing all of them, okay? If you don't have an Instagram right now, make one. And I don't want you to make it like a business Instagram, because again, we're not salespeople. So if you don't have Instagram, create one. If you don't have Snapchat, get one, okay? If you don't have, obviously everybody has Facebook, but those are the main things, okay? Going live, you guys got to go live. And it doesn't have to be you sitting in front of the camera, all made up. You've got everything scripted out, written, ready to go. Like, people like real and raw. They like you for you. So I don't care. Sometimes I'll get on, well, most of the time, let's be real, I'll get on live and I look a hot mess, okay? No makeup, my hair's up, Nikki's laughing because she knows. I don't care. I don't care. Why? Because people feed off of energy. They don't care what you look like. They care because you're a real person, okay? Go live, talk about your cats, talk about what you're having for breakfast, have your greens sitting on the counter, whatever you got to do, okay? You throw it in there. You see my cup? Look, right here, okay? Just little things in the background. You could be talking about your cats, ranting about whatever, but that's right there, okay? So people are going to see that, and it's going to resonate, okay? Go live about anything. If you're nervous about it, like I remember Nikki, I'm going to call her out because she doesn't mind. I know it. When Nikki first joined, like Nikki's like a rock star, okay? She's like, whatever I got to do, but do I have to go live? And I'm like, yep. She was nervous, right? But now she's a pro. She'll go and do it. Same thing with Natalie. Like, Natalie did not, believe it or not, Natalie did not like going live. And of course, me in the background, I don't care. Booger out my nose. I don't care. Like, I will go live. I don't care what anybody thinks. It is what it is, right? And I kept telling her, I'm like, do it. What are you afraid of? Just do it. And same thing with Nikki. You just got to do it. And it becomes fun, and you get used to it. And not only that, you guys, it all ties into us being people. And people can see you posting stuff, you're writing things out, whatever. But actually coming from your mouth and seeing your mannerisms and the way that you're passionate about things, energy is going to exude through your words. More so than they're going to be, coming across words on Facebook. Like, you're actually talking to people, you can relate to them more. They're going to know that you're passionate and that you really, really believe in what you're saying, okay? So utilize live. If you haven't done it, I'm challenging everybody to do it. Okay, go live about something, anything after this meeting. Facebook Messenger, this whole live breakout thing that's going on with every platform is insane. Okay, the live stories on Facebook Messenger, use it. Okay, practice on me and Natalie. You want to start, posting, am I doing this right? Send it to me. Cool. I'll tell you if you're doing it right, but you have to utilize that. Okay. Same thing with Snapchat, Instagram story. And again, don't overcomplicate it. It's really, really easy, you guys. Natalie will tell you, Johnny will tell you. We basically post everything all across all of our social media platforms. It's the same thing. I post it on Facebook, and I'll go on Instagram. I'll post it on Instagram, and I'll go on my story. I'll put it on there. Snapchat, same thing. Snapchat's a little cool and a little bit different because they get a little bit extra there because, like Natalie said, it's kind of like behind the scenes kind of stuff. And trust me, people want that. They want it. People are nosy by nature, right? I know I am. They want to know what's going on. And they want to follow you around. They want to see what's going on. So utilize all of your social media platforms. What else? Just again, with the pictures that you're posting, use the editors, okay? Use the editors. I have a bunch on my phone, and for those of you that have smartphones, it makes it so easy, like just to have like everything in here in an album. And if you guys want to know what I use personally, me and Natalie, we use a lot of the same apps, but we'll put them in the group for you guys after this. I'll make a note just so you guys that don't have, the photo editors and all that, you'll know, what you can use. There's apps to add words to pictures. Really cool stuff. Okay, so play around with those. Make the colors vibrant because, again, you want something that's going to attract people. Good quality photos, crisp, clear, bright colors, pops, all that good stuff. Okay, you got to make it stand out. What else? Facebook hates businesses. Okay, Natalie touched on this, and I've said it a million times. Facebook does not like. Okay, thank you, Mark Zuckerberg. He does not like when we're making money on Facebook and he's not getting a piece of the pie. Okay, so that's what Natalie was talking about. When you're posting things and it's already flagged as spam, because Facebook has that already marked because it's an ad, right? It's clear, it's obvious that it's a business post. We need to get around that. That's why, again, you need to use your own posts, your own pictures, change wording. Notepad is insane, okay? Notepad is going to be your best friend for those of you that, again, have a smartphone. Okay, I've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of things already in my Notepad ready to go. So if I'm out at the store, at the grocery store, and I've got a potential messaging me, I already have something written in my phone, and it doesn't sound scripted because I actually took the time to sit down and write it out, okay? So it's me, it's my words. I just copy it, paste it into the message, boom, done. Go pay for my cornflakes, okay? So utilize the note section. It is golden, okay? And you have everything in there. I have, and my team will tell you, I have like the whole script of how I talk to potential loyal customers, how I talk to potential distributors, just everything, okay? So utilize that. This business can be so, so easy. It really is easy, but you guys just have to formulate your own schedule and structure of how you want to do things. Don't overcomplicate it. Set yourself up for success. Have things written out to make it easy for you. Use the notepad. Have some pictures. That before and after page that we all added you guys to when you joined, utilize that page, okay? They're there for a reason. And this is what I always say, like the ambassadors, like our team is bomb, okay? Let's just face it. We have a bomb team. The ambassadors set it up to make it easy for us. Like we join and we've got everything. We've got the before and after page, has hundreds of photos that we can go and utilize for before and after pictures, okay? The Dream Team page, training out the wazoo, support, everything, okay? Everything is there for you guys. You have to utilize that. So just really dial in, utilize the pages, be conscious of what you're posting, and just be genuine with everything. Is there anything else that I wanted to say? Utilize blah, 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 small things. Oh, another thing, this is huge that I've noticed, okay? Natalie spoke about using other people's stories, okay? Yes, do not tag that person. You can put, my friend Carrie, don't tag Carrie, okay? You can put her name. Don't use last names, because you can write this bomb post about, so-and-so is a millionaire and they bought $1 million house and this and that. Cool. You're posting that to your audience. They're more than likely, if you're tagging Carrie or whoever, they're going to go to her page and they're going to join with her, okay? So you never want to tag the person whose story that you're sharing. But another big thing that I've realized, you guys, nobody in this room right now is an ambassador. Nobody in this room is a millionaire yet, right? Okay, so a big question that I get from a lot of new people is, well, how can I talk about, when talking to potential distributors, how can I talk about, why they need to join this business if, like, I don't even have my millions yet? Like, I didn't buy a new car. I didn't buy a new house. You know what I mean? So what I want to say is that the small things make a huge impact, bigger than you guys know, okay? The smallest things. I remember when I first started, I made a post about how I needed bread and milk in the house, and I just went out and sold a wrap, and I was able to get bread and milk. You know how many people I got messaging me wanting to join my business just because of that? Why? Because it's relatable. That's relatable. People see somebody talking about, going on, like I said, like buying $1 million house. Like, oh, so-and-so joined this business. They just bought $1 million house, and they bought a Maserati, and they're going, here and they're going there. People are like, oh yeah, that's great. You got to understand, and it's a sad truth. A lot of people don't feel that they're worthy, and they don't think that that's ever in their future. They don't think that's possible for them. Okay. Part of what we do is to turn that mentality around for them and eventually have them join us. We want them to dream and dream bigger, right? Because that's what It Works is about. So you have to understand that it's the small things. So if what did I post yesterday? Did you guys see my live video that I did yesterday, looking like a hot mess, no makeup, my hair was up, I had a hat on? I posted about, mine and Jaden's. We have a weekly mommy son date. We either go out to dinner or we get a movie, and I cook at home. So yesterday was Tuesday. We had our mommy son date. Jaden wanted tacos, okay? Well, I went live after going to Publix, and I bought my taco dinner, and I sat in the parking lot, and I went live, and I talked about how I just was able to afford taco dinner, okay? It was like $40, but I was able to afford taco dinner because of It Works. And I talked about how I used to have to dig in my couch and scrounge up change to go and make it happen. That got so much reaction. I got so many messages, so many likes, comments, because that's relatable. So don't think that any little small thing that you guys are accomplishing right now is not a big deal, and that's not going to encourage someone watching you, because people are watching you. That is what's relatable. That's what's going to draw them into you, essentially. And from there, then our dreams become bigger, right? Because now my dreams are way bigger than a taco dinner. And what's cool about this business is that I now know that my dreams are possible, okay? So those small accomplishments, post about them, talk about them, be excited about them, okay? And
we only got 6 minutes left, Hannah.
Yeah. Oh, and just one more thing, Natalie touched on this as well, using Notepad to edit posts that you see from other people. It's cool, you guys. Go on my page, go on ambassador pages, get post ideas. Copy the text, put it in your Notepad. Not only edit the emojis, because I see a lot of people like, oh yeah, I edited it before I posted it. You changed out a smiley face for a tears or whatever. That's not good enough. You have to change the words and make it you. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. So I'm going to go through like 3 topics, and then I'm going to answer the questions. So real quick, we got 5 minutes left. Yes, we do network marketing. Yes, we get paid to post. Yes, we get paid to put LCs and DTs in the system, but we also get paid to do customer service for our LCs. Make sure you're taking care of them. You sign someone up, you best bet you're going to follow up and say, hey, did you get your product? Hey, how are you loving the greens? Reach out to them, because they're watching your other posts, right? So as I continue, you know, posting after I've signed people up, people will reach out to me, or they'll, you know, because I told them, because I asked them, hey, how are you liking your greens? They're going to be like, hey, what's that cleanse you just posted about? And then you're upselling people. You have to reach out to them, communicate with them. One of the ambassadors, Amber, I think, she says, you already did the work once. Keep them, make them happy, continue to introduce new products to them. You know what I mean? Like, yes, you send them a welcome email, but you can also get more personalized and send thank you cards, send catalogs. I mean, there's so many things you can do. Get creative with it. This is your business, guys. You are your own business. We're in business together for ourselves, or whatever that quote is. Okay, so also at the end of their 3 months, or even at the second month, hey, would you ever consider becoming a DT and using the products and getting paid? Ask. You don't know until you ask. There's so many people that I have had as potential LCs that I've turned into DTs because I just ask. Another thing, when they're signing up, ask them, what other products are you interested in other than the wraps? Because that's going to boost your volume. Once you start getting up in the ranks, you're stacking distributors. You need more volume. So then you can upsell someone. Just right now, I had she was an LC from when I first started last year, guys. She's been watching me. She's been, you know, she tried different products. She loved the products. I said, hey, have you ever considered becoming a distributor? This was during BOGO. She's like, yes, I'm just waiting on my tax return. Cool, no problem. She gets her tax return. I said, was there anything else you wanted me to order for you? Yes, hair, skin, and nails greens. Boom, that's 60 volume I just got because I asked. She already gave me her credit card. If I would have just, you know, pushed it through, would I have gotten that extra volume? No, you have to ask. Joel and Stephanie Dunn say that all the time. You don't know until you ask. Another thing is the mini booster pack. That is awesome. You're getting so much product for more than half off. If you look at it, that's like $500 worth of product for retail. You're getting for $150. Those 2 boxes alone of wraps are $200. So you're making money. You're making $50 profit from those 2 boxes of wraps. Plus you're keeping all that extra product for free. I tell literally every single new distributor about that. Hey, do you want the mini booster pack? Are you going to do wrap parties? Kyler Pentecost last night at the One Team One Mission told us, offer everyone the booster packs, even the big one, and say, are you going to do wrap parties? How many boxes do you need of wraps? Then you can, you know, upsell. And then once you're stacking distributors, once you realize, you know, the power of our compensation plan, you're going to want more sales, more volume.
We don't make money from signing distributors. We make money from signing volume.
Exactly. So, okay, let's do the questions real quick. We have 2 minutes left.
Yeah, we've got a couple. Do you want to just flip flop? I got it up already.
Yeah, you want to do Nikki's? Go ahead.
Well, I'm just going to start from the top. Victoria put one, so I'm just going to scroll down. All right, so Victoria asks, so if I save a photo from the before and afters album, so the before and after group page, I've noticed I never get likes on those pics, even though I've been told that before and after sell best. I would say this, you're probably not getting likes on those pictures because you're not interacting enough. Remember, people
cutting out. Got less than a minute. You're frozen. Can you guys hear me? Okay, Tina's frozen. You're not interacting enough if you're not getting likes, and you're also not utilizing
that people. Am I cutting out?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was cutting out. Okay, so interaction, like Natalie said, okay, you have to interact. People aren't going to be engaging on your photos unless you're engaging with them. So increase your interaction.
And put it in the comments. Do that little cool trick, new thing that we've been doing. Put it in the comments, that way people see it.
Right. Yeah, that's going to create curiosity because, again, people are nosy, right? So you just got to be, you know, witty with the post and how you're doing it. Switch it up. All right, Nat, go ahead. We got less than a minute.
Scott, you just got to ask them, hey, are you interested in making extra income? Just straight up ask people. I've cut out all the scripts. I've cut out all the BS filler stuff. I just ask people, do you want to make extra money? Like, boom, simple. Same thing with being a product. Are you interested in trying a product? What are your health goals? Just ask people. Nikki, it depends. I made a video about that, what I kind of do when I add people, and then I'll interact, and then I'll message them. I can tag you in it. And then how many hours a day do you work? How big do you want your paycheck? I mean, that's ultimately what it comes down to. This is what we do full time. We're trying to promote boom, 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 get all the Go Fast bonuses. We work all day, every day. Like we don't take time off, honestly. Like this is
no BV and sleep.
Yep. Laundry can wait, you know, it just, priorities. It's up to you. You know, if you treat it like a hobby, you're going to get paid like a hobby. If you treat it like a full